How's it going today, guys? Welcome back to my series here on how to invest in the stock market for beginners. And in this video, we're going to answer a simple question, which is, should you be investing in anything if you have any kind of debt? And the best way to explain this is to show you guys two examples. One situation is where somebody has credit card debt and they really shouldn't be investing until they pay off that debt. And the second situation is somebody who has low interest debt on a car, and you might be in a situation where you can invest and earn a better return than you're paying in interest on that car payment. So like I said, guys, the best way to explain this is just to go through the numbers here. So we know that the average market return over the last 100 years or so is around 8% on the S&P 500. So we're going to use that figure here going forward. So let's say, for example, number one, you have $1,000 in credit card debt at an interest rate of 18%. But you actually have $1,000 in cash and you decide that instead of paying off your credit card debt, you want to invest in the stock market because you want to be investing and it interests you. Should you actually be doing that though? So if you had $1,000 in credit card debt at an 18% interest rate, you would be paying $180 in interest, and on your stock market investment, you would only be earning a return of 8% or $80. So even though you did make 8% in the stock market, you paid 18% interest to your credit card company, and so you actually had a $100 or 10% loss on that investment. So if you're in a position where you have credit card debt, you really should not be investing until you pay down that debt first. Otherwise, you really are not getting ahead at all. You're paying more in interest than you're earning as a return from your investments. Now, second of all, here's a completely different situation. It's a situation that I'm in. I have a $15,000 car loan at about a 4% interest rate. It's actually lower than that, but 4% is a good number as far as an average figure for a car loan. Now, instead of paying back that car loan, if you had $15,000 in cash, what if you invested that money instead of paying back that loan and you earned an 8% return? And I actually talked about this over in Stock Radar, my private membership site, where I talked about what my actual net worth is and why somebody like me would have a car loan. But the reason is because they're letting me borrow it at a cheaper rate than I'm getting as a return from the market, so it makes financial sense for me to do that. Of course, I could pay off that car loan. I have $15,000 in cash. I could just stop over there and pay off that loan, but it really doesn't make financial sense because I'm making a better return on that $15,000 having it invested than I'm losing through the interest payments to my car company, whoever my car loan is through. So if you had a $15,000 car loan and you were paying 4%, you would be paying $600 per year in interest. But if you had $15,000 invested in the stock market earning 8%, you would have a return of $1,200. So you would actually have a $600 or 4% gain on that investment. So this situation here in example 2 is where it makes sense to invest even though you have debt. But with example 1, you don't want to be investing until you pay off that debt. So the general rule of thumb that I use is if you have any debt above 6% interest, I would pay that off first. I know we said the average return is 8%, but you're certainly not going to see that every single year. So to give yourself a bit of a cushion there, I go with the 6%. So if you have credit card debt at 20% or 25%, you have to pay that off first before you start investing. But if you have a mortgage and a car payment at around 3 to 4%, then you can invest while paying off that debt because you're going to get a better return most likely from the market. But anyways, guys, I hope that clears up the question here of what to do if you're in debt. Should you be investing or should you be paying off that debt first? Let me know what you guys are doing in the comment section below. Do you have any kind of debt? And are you investing even though you have debt, or are you working on paying off your debt first? But I thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you are interested in learning more about investing in the stock market, I've created a free course just for you. The link is in the description below. Here are a few other videos you might enjoy as well.